Straight off the bat, I received a review copy of this game for free from Keymailer and the devs, and I was not paid to promote this game. All opinions are my own. Okay, here we go, another one that fits right in with my usual Zelda content. Quick Quest is a love letter to Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, with a nice dose of Mega Man X and an injection of Wonder Boy 3 for good measure.
Developed and published by Self.
The levels in Quick Quests are procedurally generated, though the level and boss order seems to be set in stone. The controls are great in their simplicity. You only have 3 active buttons: jump, attack, and item. All are pretty self-explanatory, but I'd just like to add that you also have a charge attack that changes based on what weapon you're currently holding. There's another aspect of the game that's procedurally generated as well: the items you can get. There are plenty of different swords and armors which all have different abilities, such as the metal sword, which allows you to shoot lightning with your charge attack, or the wing helmet that allows you to slowly hover down to earth while holding the jump button. I said Mega Man X earlier, and the devs say it's a loving dash of Mega Man in general, but I feel the X more in here, especially from the addition of a wall hang / jump mechanic. You can use this to dodge the main focus of the game, the bosses. These guys mean business. Imagine if you took Zelda 2 and actually put some effort into the boss patterns. You'll have to dodge and weave bullet hell-like attacks from the menagerie of fiends. The first time you get to the goat, well, let's just say it's an experience. That's where you really start to see some bullet hell patterns come through. There's pretty good replayability here, though I feel the options are a little light, and I would have liked a little more of an idea of what the items are doing when I picked them up. The gameplay loop is satisfying. You start on the left-hand side of the world, and it's your job to move right and track down the 3 evil knights and end their reign of terror. It's an 8-bit roguelite, people. 2 things that are really not associated with complex storytelling. The visuals are very much, what if Monster Boy and Zelda 2 had a baby? Pseudo 8-bit graphics with serviceable line work. The bosses look awesome. Somebody had a great time putting those puppies together. And just as a side note, the snake enemies are almost exactly how I learned to sprite snakes, so that's kind of fun. The soundtrack is a nice throwback to the NES / Master System era with a focus on melody. Some of the songs even capture a little bit of Tim Follin in there with the way the composer handled their slides. Really cool, but maybe the only note I'd give is a little bit wider instrumentation, but other than that, I mean, it is 8-bit, so there's only so much you can do. It's a really solid soundtrack. On the topic of sounds though, the sound the wing helmet makes, even with a major patch to fix the original sound, is still very grating. Especially with headphones on, it's not great. I stopped picking up the wing helmet specifically because of that, even though it's arguably probably the most useful helmet in the game. Now for a few negatives. Like I said earlier, the customization for runs is pretty lacking. I only counted 5 swords in my playtime, and as many modifiers and armors as well. I also found that the item that gives you 9 shots Castlevania style of a sub-weapon to be fairly useless compared to other options, though that might just be me. I also feel like due to the static nature of the boss order, I find it hard to do more than 1 or 2 runs at a time. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm taking a run or 2 every time I look at Steam, but continually grind out runs for the best stats. Maybe some more trickle down of unlockables or more variation in the level order would help. Generally the feeling I get is, oh, I just did 15 minutes and failed, I don't feel like doing the same first 6 stages again to get back there. And that could be alleviated with some more shuffling of the stage order for sure. That aside, Quick Quest is a very enjoyable little time waster in the form of a retro throwback to adventure classics of yore. Hopefully there's a little more variation added in future updates, but what we have here is a very fun diversion if you just want to spend 20 minutes facing down the forces of evil in a skill-based, what ultimately boils down to, boss gauntlet. I would recommend picking up Quick Quest if you're a fan of Zelda 2 or Wonder Boy, and even more so if you're a fan of grinding the fastest time against other like-minded people online. And as always, thank you so much for watching, it really means a lot, and please like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Have an awesome day, bye!